All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakha Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Haran, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting onto the elect. All right, and today I just wanted to change it up a little bit. All right, I just wanted to do like a walk and talk, and just go into this, lesson that I was meditating on at work today. All right, and basically it kind of like goes into, something that the Apostle Gabar, had brought out a couple of days ago. All right, going into maintaining frame. All right, maintaining frame, kind of like how Yahushua, maintained his frame. All right, we have to also maintain our frame. All right, being that we are the representation, all right, in the light of the world, meaning that we have the truth. Okay, we are the only ones on this earth, all right, we can say that we actually have, 100% truth, according to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. All right, so even just saying that, all right, is another sign that we have the truth, because we know the true names of the Heavenly Father, all right, His only begotten Son. Okay, Yahweh, the name of the Heavenly Father, all right, and His Son Yahushua. Okay, which is a name, all right, that was given exclusively, all right, to the elect, starting with the men. Okay, and Lord willing, all right, we are those same men who walked with Yahushua 2,000 years ago. All right, so the title is the mind of the superior man. Okay, the mind of the superior man, and now I'm gonna stop over here for a second. All right. Okay, so the mind of the superior man. Okay, I'm gonna show you around. All right, sometimes it's good to be around nature, just being in the mountains. All right. But anyway, right, so the mind of the superior man, okay, and, being in this world, all right, is filled with a whole lot of bullshit, a lot of shit that we got to deal with as men of the Lord, all right, alongside the people of this world, okay, and we also have to understand that problems, okay, that comes in the flesh, that's part of life, that's part of this life, all right, the problems that we face, whether it be the curses or whether it be personal problems. All right. That was all, orchestrated by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to fit the design, the design of living in this world, in this flesh. Okay. It comes with a whole lot of stress. You see, but being able to navigate, all right, being able to solve those problems, okay, that is an art of life. Okay. Problems are a part of life, but solving them is an art. All right. And, the only way you can solve these problems that we go through in life, all right, is by being consistent. Okay. Pretty much everything you do, all right, consistency is the key. All right. Like, when you start working out, for example, right, I always use that, example personally, because I work out. All right. So I could give better examples. All right. But you want to be consistent. Sometimes you might not be motivated, right? You might not have motivation, but that's okay. Once you start becoming consistent in anything that you want to do, all right, the motivation will start to come in, okay? You start seeing changes, all right? You might go to the gym, or you might start training, all right, for maybe 2 weeks, all right? 2 weeks, you're sore, your body's like, you're in aches and pains, all the typical things that comes with, training your body, right? And after, 2 weeks or so, the body gets adjusted to it. It's called muscle memory, okay? And then you start building. You go from the soreness to the building, all right? When you build in muscle, what happens is your tissues are together, all right? Kind of think of it like fingers being put together, right? And every time you work out, it tears. The tissues are tearing and they're expanding and separating. They don't come back together. They expand. That's how you get bigger. Okay. And when you get bigger, what happens? The muscles are growing. The tissues are growing. All right. And the fibers are growing. So then you're getting bigger and bigger, because every time they heal, they stay the same. Right. And then you keep working more and more. You start to expand. Okay. You become stronger. All right. We have to have the same mindset when you're building yourself in this truth. Okay. Now in the beginning, you should expect rough patches, because you're building, you're deconstructing, you're brainwashing, okay, yourself spiritually. That's the real baptism right there. Okay. Getting your brain washed from the filth, from the false ways of living in this world, things that, go against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's will, things that we were taught as the norm. But come to find out, it's all wickedness. Why? Because we live pertaining to Psalms 82, all right, and 5, that the whole earth is out of course. Okay? Wickedness is at an all-time high. So from birth to death, unless Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai gives you this truth, all right, you're pretty much living a life of lies. Okay? You're not able to have the discernment, all right, to see the falsehood in life. So you end up living a lie till you die. All right. So that's what we pray and thank Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for giving us this truth. Okay, this life. So we're not gonna be part of the dead. Okay, and only a superior mind, all right, will understand that. Okay, the balance of life, the trips of life, the troubles, the trials, the tribulations. We all go through that. Okay, but you can't let that, be a setback. You can't let that, eat you up. You can't let that, sit on your mind. Okay. That's why you have to be what? You have to be sober minded. Okay. Meaning being of sound mind. Okay. Your mind is at peace. It's at rest. You're not stressing with you're not being bothered with the affairs of this world, the cares of this life, because it's all going to pass away. As beautiful as this is. All right. Let's see if I could pan the camera a little bit. All right, as beautiful as this is, guess what? It's all going to come to an end at some point. Okay? Everything we've been saying, guess what? It's going to come to pass. The scriptures say it. Okay? Look at all this. All this right here. See all that? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai going to light all this on fire. Okay? The elements shall melt with fervent heat. All of that going to be cooked. And we Lord willing, all right, the Lord have mercy on us, and we're not part of that. Okay. But the point is what? Solving, okay, those problems is an art of life. Okay. And the way you solve it is by being consistent, like I said. Okay. Because, when you start off, like the scriptures tell you that this is this race is not for the swift. Okay. You don't come into this truth, okay, with the spirit of being hasty. You got to avoid that. Okay, being hasty, that means you're high octane. You got high intensity. Okay, what happens with intensity is at first you start off real strong, but over time you start to taper out. You start to burn out. You level out and then you start going downhill because you burnt yourself out. You see? So what you want to do is you want to be what? Consistent, right? You're on a level playing field. You start from start to finish, you play level, you stay level. Okay? And that comes with what? Patience. Okay, being able to be consistent, that comes with patience. You start working out. At first, you're not seeing nothing. But the more you stay consistent, the more you keep working at it, what happens? You start to see the difference, the change, the growth. And that's what you're looking for, right? This whole journey is for growth. Okay? So you have to what? Maintain consistency. And by doing that, you have to what? Be patient. Okay, and I'm going to get this first precept, okay, to back up that point. All right. Let's see. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2. Start off at 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Okay? That is the first thing. That when you come into this truth, when you get that calling, you have to prepare yourself. Okay? for temptation. See, now wisdom is going to deal with you in all kinds of ways. She's going to try you to make sure that your bodily pleasures are being killed off. You're mortifying your members. Okay, that's the discipline. That means you're leaving the things of this world, the pleasures of this life. You're casting all that away for what? For Yahushua. Whether it be a job, a woman, a business, whatever it is that could be a distraction to you, you're casting that all to the side. Okay? You're casting all that stuff. All right? Do it this way. You're casting all that to the side, man. Okay? You're casting all that to the side, and you're giving or dedicating your life to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua like we've all done. That's the sacrifice that's required. All right? If you want to receive salvation. Okay? So you have to what? You have to be patient. Okay? So let's get some more. And we're gonna keep walking. All right. Shit. Stepped in some mud there. All right. But it says here, all right, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, meaning set your mind right. Okay, prepare yourself. Set your mind ready that you about to face adversity from family, from friends, you know, from people that you knew in the world before they witnessed your transition. All right, they're all gonna come against you. So you have to prepare for that. Right? It says, set thy heart aright, right? And constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So don't be what? Don't be hasty. Okay? Don't have that high octane energy, meaning you're always urgent, like everything that you go through. All right, you don't understand that it's a process. You just want to get a solution. You don't understand that the solution is within the process. You have to go through the process. It's like having when you have when you have a computer and it's running some type of software update, right? During the update, you're updating it because you want to bring it up to date. You want to make it a better system. You want to give it the latest software to keep it running at optimum capacity, right? It's the same thing. You want to level up, basically. And during the level up process, it takes time. Sometimes it might take minutes. The whole system is like a redo, all right, a reset. And then after the waiting, right, what they tell you during the waiting process is don't turn off your system. All right, in this truth, when you're going through your change, your update, or your upgrade, you're not supposed to turn off your system. You're not supposed to look at it as, oh, this is shit is not working no more. Oh, here it is. I'm catching hell. Oh, the Lord's not dealing with me. I'm catching hell. No, it's not everything that you go through that means that you is a judgment. You did something wrong. No, the Most High puts you through certain things to increase you. You see, you gotta, go through certain things to learn. Okay, so you have to prepare yourself for that, right? It says, verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away. Okay, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Meaning what? You stay in the scriptures. You keep your faith. Okay? Understanding the prophecies, it doesn't change. The prophecies don't change because of your expectations. Okay, oh, I expected this shit to go down. All right, by the end of last year, ain't nothing happened. I lost my faith. Nah, that means you just never was of the elect. Okay? Because at the end of the day, all right, ultimately, those who are what? Patient in spirit. Those who can endure to the end. Those are the ones who are going to be saved. Not those who come around giving the Lord a personal timeline. We're not here for that. Okay? We're not giving the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, a personal timeline. Right? We're working on his time. So when he's ready, which no man knows the time or hour, but when the time comes, you best believe we're going to be ready. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be ready because we've been waiting for this. All right? There's a great reward coming for those who are patient. All right? And that's part of the test. All right? That's part of the solutions in life. How you doing? That's part of the solutions in life. Okay? Being patient, being consistent. All right? Even when you're going through shit, it doesn't deter you from going out there and doing the work. Whether it's a physical ailment, you got to be in the spirit of, I'm sacrificing my body for the Lord. So even when I'm sick, if I could walk, I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk and I'm going to go out there, and the Lord's going to give me the strength that I need, all right, to do the work. And then he's going to heal me after. You see, he was watching to see my faith. All right. How much faith do I have? Right? That I'm going to put my personal, disabilities to the side and serve the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay. It takes a certain spirit, a special spirit, okay, to think like that, okay, to move like that. All right. So let's keep going. All right. It says here, verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, right, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. All right. That's heavy right there. Okay. In other words, if you come to serve the Lord, it's not just sweetness. It's not just, oh, here it is. You're going to go through shit. Because when you come to serve the Lord, what are you primarily looking for? You're looking for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? You're looking for the trick, the success ingredient, okay? The magic ingredient, if you will, okay? And what is that? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. That is true knowledge. That's true power right there, okay? So let's finish this. It says, verse 5, it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So if you ain't catching hell, all right, if you're not going through any trials and tribulations, how do you know how much hell you can really take? How do you know what your strengths are? How do you know what your weaknesses are? Okay, you have to be tested, right? How do you know if you can do something? You got to try it out. Okay, you got to try it out. You got to experience it first. Then you know if you can do it or not. You see? But the fact that we're here, we've been called by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua to do this work. We've been ordained, as is written in Jeremiah, the 1st chapter. Okay, the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has ordained, all right, us to be prophets unto the nations. So being ordained means what? You've been sanctified. You've been blessed. Okay, to do this work. You know how they say the pastor is ordained, or they ordained a priest. That means he was blessed and selected to do the work of the work or what the office requires. Okay, so it's the same thing. All right, verse 6, it says, believe in him and he will help thee. Okay, believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and he will help thee. That's why we never doubt. Okay, we never doubt because we believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay, sincerely, wholeheartedly. All right, he says, order thy way aright and trust in him. Okay, if you order your way aright, meaning that you start to take the scriptures as practical. Okay, that's the only way you can order your way aright. When you start practicing what's written in the scriptures as a man. Okay, that's when you start to see the difference between you and the rest of the people in the world. Okay, because there's a huge difference there. All right, but this knowledge that you're acquiring, once you're able to put it into practice, that's when you see the change. That's when you see the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's when you really see the knowledge that you have. Okay? So let's get a quick precept here. All right, and this is really, all right, the driving force, all right, of the lesson. All right. There's a book of Titus, chapter 2. All right, in verse 6, it says, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded. Okay, so when you exhort, okay, that means what? You're encouraging someone, whether it's by advice, okay, whether it's by admonition, whether it's by a disciplinary action, okay, regardless of what it is, whether it be a good feeling or a bad feeling, all right, it's to what? It's to make you better as a man. It's to make you more complete, okay, to make you closer to being perfect, as Yahushua said, that what? Be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. Okay, and a perfect man is a man with a perfect mind towards Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay, that's what it means to be perfect, being at one with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay, perfection goes back to being whole. Okay, integrity, integer, whole. All right, wholesome, 100%. Okay, good, which comes from what? God. Okay, so young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded. Being sober-minded, what does that mean? All right, When you have when you're sober-minded, it simply means what? You're of sound mind. Okay? You're of a sound mind. You're not a man with the stress that comes with being in this world. Your mind is at rest, right? Because you understand the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know these prophecies. You know what's to come. You understand the times that we're in. Was it Isaiah 33:6? For wisdom and knowledge shall be what? The stability of thy times. Okay? And strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay? And that treasure, that fear of the Lord, correlating with that treasure, it tells you that in Proverbs 1:7, that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of what? Of wisdom. Okay? So that treasure is that wisdom, man. And that only comes by fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Because if you fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you will seek the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in order to please him. Right? When you fear him, it's not just a fear of dread, but a fear of sincere love. I sincerely love and worship this entity. You see? So much so that, I don't want to run the risk of making him unhappy. You see? So I'm gonna learn his ways, his do's and don'ts, his laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? His ways that are written in the scriptures. I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna study it. I'm gonna know what I'm talking about. So that I can be what? An ensample to the rest of the nations. Starting with the elect. Okay? We are the building blocks. We are the remnant. All right? So being sober-minded means what? Being sound-minded. Okay? And the only way you can be sound-minded is if you have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. Okay? And not only having that, but also being able to what? To use it. Practical knowledge. Right? Being able to use these things. Okay? So we're talking your ability to acquire knowledge, right? Which comes from meaning to know, right? To have knowledge means to know something. All right, to have knowledge, all right, simply means to know something. But I do have a definition that I thought about. All right, but we're gonna go through it. Okay. So when you're consistent, okay, you cherish the little things. You know what I'm saying? The one day where it's like, damn, bro, like this machine right here, you cherish these things. Okay? All right? I was trying to give another example, but I don't want to be too redundant. All right? But, the principal thing, all right, being of a sound mind, the principal thing is what? Wisdom. A man who's wise, he's always at peace. Right? And what is wisdom? Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get what? Understanding. Okay? So wisdom is what? Wisdom is the proper and skillful application of knowledge. Okay? Why do I add skillful? Because if you acquire intel, all right, on something, no matter how beneficial it is, if you're not able to put it into practice, it's not really beneficial. Okay? So you can know all the precepts, you could know all the scriptures, you could know all the breakdowns. But if you're not embodying it, if people can't look at you and say, yo, you inspire me, you make me want to be better. Your life is as an example of how we all have to be. If you're not, in that mindset, in that spirit, then you're not applying. You're not skillfully applying the knowledge, the things that you've acquired, right? You get to know them. That's cool. Most people know things, but can people actually apply what they know? You see, can they really do that? That's a skill. Okay, that's a skill. All right. And then what's the next thing? Knowledge, right? Since we mentioned talking about the proper and skillful application of knowledge is wisdom, now we need to know what knowledge is. Knowledge is what? The acknowledgement of a superior. That is what knowledge is. So having knowledge means to know, but know what? To know and acknowledge the superior, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So if anyone comes to you and says, oh, there is no God, like it tells you in Psalms, okay, that means what? That means they're a fool. They don't have knowledge. Okay, they're not acknowledging a superior. Okay, and that's the first sign of a fool. All right, one who does not acknowledge, all right, the existence and the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, it says the capacity of knowing, okay, or awareness, all right, of something. That means to know. Oh, it's been brought to my knowledge. It's been brought to my attention, right? That's what knowledge is, to know something, right? Which leads to what? Understanding, right? Understanding, which is the bridge between knowledge and wisdom. That's understanding, okay? The bridge between what? Knowledge and wisdom, okay? Because it's good to know something, right? But until you understand it, you don't really know it. You can be aware of something, but until you understand it, you're not going to be able to apply it. Okay? You will know of it. Oh, I've heard about this. But if you don't know how that thing works or what it is, you can't really incorporate that. You can't apply that. All right, check this out. Catch my breath a little bit. See that? Once I'm gonna cook all that. See how beautiful that is? See all that land? Yeah, the Lord gonna do some good damage to that. See? It's kind of messed up, right? But hey, that's why these people they gotta repent, bro. But anyway, so understanding is the bridge between knowledge and wisdom. Okay? And in order for you to what? To bridge the knowledge to the wisdom, you need to know what you're talking about. You need to understand what it is that you think you know. Okay? And then once you understand that, you're able to skillfully and properly apply it. Okay? And what is skill? Skill is what? The power of discernment, which can only come by what? Intelligence, spiritual intelligence. Okay? Having spiritual intelligence will lead to what? Discernment. Okay? Discernment, having the ability to recognize the difference, all right, between two or more things. Okay? Having an acute, all right, sense of judgment. Okay? Having some type of a keenness of intellectual perception. That is intelligence. Okay? That is discernment. Okay? That is discernment. Now, intelligence is the highest faculty of the mind. Okay? When you say somebody is highly intelligent, that means that their mind, their mental faculty is very, very high. Okay? So they're able to what? They're normally intelligent people tend to be very witty. All right? They tend to be very sarcastic. Okay? They have those traits. They don't take themselves too serious. They can joke around. You know, people who are intelligent, they don't stress out. Right? Because they understand things, so they're able to use it into what? To practice. Okay? It saves you a whole hell of a lot of stress. Right? And Yahushua told us all these things. The importance of using what? Intelligence, being intelligent. All right, and we're going to get that right now. Okay? There's a book of Matthew, chapter 10. And start off at verse 16. It says, Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay? So that's a thing Yahushua told us, advice. All right, from our leader. He told us, he said, be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Okay, and the serpent is the highest form of intelligence. Okay, you have the parrot, right? The 5 forms of intelligence, the 5 levels of intelligence you have, and 5 means what? Power, right? So you have what? The parrot, right? That means that when you first wake up to his truth, a lot of things you don't really understand. You do, wake up to things, you have knowledge of things, but you don't really truly understand it. So you start to what? Parrot. Most of the things that we say when you first wake up is you're so happy. You wanna say what you just heard. You wanna speak the word. You wanna give it out. You don't really truly understand it, but this is the truth. Yo, this is this. Yo, we're the Israelites. This, da. You know. So that's all part of what? Being a parrot. You know, you're saying what you heard. Yo, we the 12 tribes. Da. Hey, you know. And then you go to what? The next level is a monkey, right? Then you start taking this word seriously, and whoever you learn from the most, right? Whoever your spirit gravitate towards the most, you start to imitate certain things that they do, how they teach. It's just a spiritual thing. Okay? Your spirit clicks with them, so you start to learn. That's just how we are as men, naturally. Whoever you look up to, you start to emulate certain things that they do. You know, when you like someone, you subconsciously emulate things that they do. You say things that they say without even noticing it. Okay? So sometimes you might watch, bro, you be like, damn, this brother sounds just like so and so. This brother looks just like so and so. It's a natural spiritual thing. Okay? Right? So you start to what? You start to mimic. You monkey see, monkey do. Right? And then the next step is what? The third step, which is what? Being a frog. Why? Because frogs are stubborn. Okay? You become, stubborn, rigid. Sometimes ain't nobody can tell me shit. You got that. You know what I'm saying? And you always got to be reminded that, hey, you might not have it all. You might not have it all yet. So calm down and still keep learning. Stay humble and keep learning. That's the right approach, right? That's the right approach, because you don't want to be high-minded. You don't want to be on a level thinking of yourself as something when the Lord is looking at you like, man, you might want to take that shit a few notches down. You know what I'm saying? And then the fourth step is an owl. Okay, the fourth intelligence is an owl. And an owl, meaning what? You can see in the dark. Okay? You're able to have what? That discernment. Okay? Discernment. You're able to have that keenness. Okay? You're aware. You have that keenness of intellectual perception. Okay? The way you see things are completely different from the way the world sees things. You see the truth for what it is. Right? That is why the Spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai kept the elect throughout the past 2 years of a trial, a test. All right? And Lord willing, as we approach the bigger test, or the biggest test, the last test that we got to go through, Lord willing, He holds us through. All right? And we're able to, prevail and give His name that glory and that praise, that honor. Call Lord Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. All right? We're living in the last days, man. We're here. I mean, every day, you hear things, you see things, you're witnessing things, and it just puts you in that spirit like, damn, we're almost there. We just got to keep on going. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, man. All right. And then the fifth, all right, and the intelligence is what? A serpent. All right. Or a dragon. Okay. The serpent or a dragon. All right. That's why Yahweh Shai, all right, many times on many occasions, all right, describes Esau as what? As a dragon, all right, or that serpent. Okay, why? Because Esau, our scriptures tell you that the children of this world are wiser than the children of light. All right, and Yahweh Bashmi Yahshua has blessed them with an immense amount of knowledge, okay, to be able to study the earth, because the earth is ultimately given into their hands, right? Job 9:24. So they have to study the earth. When we come into power, the earth is given into the hands of the righteous. That's going to be the next precept, okay? The earth being given into the hands of the righteous. That's what was that? 2nd Ezra. Yeah, 2nd Ezra 6. All right, and 8 and 9. That Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So the righteous are going to inherit the earth. Okay. So yeah, the earth is going to be given into the hands of the righteous. That means that what? We will also start studying things. Like Esau going to the ologies, the study of what? The study of this, the study of that. We're going to be doing the same thing on the right-hand side. You see, we're going to be studying the elements. We're going to be going into all of that. How the earth, how it's made, the components, the different elements. All right. The reason why people do things and say things, what kind of animal is this? And we're going to be going into all of that. We're going to be going to different planets, exploring. Okay. Like you could study anything. Air. Study the air. Like Esau didn't study the air. He tells us all kinds of shit. Oh, CO2 and, oxygen and hydrogen makes this and da-da-da. They study this stuff. They study the blood, the human body, the brain. They study how the brain works, right? And then they're able to build a computer based on the human brain, right? And then they'll build a car based on the human body. So they had to have studied these things. They had to have knowledge. And who's giving them that knowledge? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so that they can fulfill the age of wickedness, the common era. Okay, the age of wickedness, man. All right. And we, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we must, all right, in order to keep on pushing every single day, we must, all right, maintain frame, like Apostle Gabar, all right, had mentioned. Okay, we have to maintain frame because that is the mind of the superior man. Okay, maintaining frame. Here it is. Yahweh Shai is our leader and the greatest role model that anyone could ever have. And if you don't emulate what he did, then you're not really pushing for success, because if this man was perfect, why wouldn't you want to emulate everything he did? How he dealt with his scoffers, okay? How he taught with authority, with power, with faith. He always emphasized faith when he was with us 2,000 years ago, okay? He always taught us about what? Integrity, having faith, okay? Keeping our faith, all right? Not being afraid, all right, of troublous times. He showed that to Peter, okay? That if you have faith, you could conquer a lot of things. And now we're entering into a time where you're gonna need all the faith you can get, okay? You need all the faith that you can get, man. You don't have the ability to just, depend on other people or other things. It all depends on what's within. Okay, what have you done for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in order for him to have that mercy on you? So when you call upon his name in a time of trouble, in a time of need, all right, he will answer your prayer speedily. Okay, here it is. Esau is planning, all right, to seize the whole world, pertaining to Revelation 12 and 12. All right, in the upcoming months, we know is going to be the time of trouble as is written, a time like never before. So we know that. We know what we're getting ourselves ready for. All right, and we know that it's going to be our faith and nothing else that's going to carry us through. Okay, our hope and our faith. All right, salvation, man. Okay, but until then, or until then, through then, all right, we gotta, keep maintaining frame. All right, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Okay, and also what? Intelligence, spiritual intelligence. All right, having that spiritual intelligence. Okay, in order to what? Skillfully apply the things that you know. Practical. Okay, that's the only way. All right. When you read these scriptures, you read about these stories as it tells us in Romans 15 and 4, that everything written aforetime is written for our learning. Okay, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Okay, so these words are not written just to be looked at. They're meaningful. When they're used in their proper context and actually used the right way, they're very meaningful, man. Okay, it shows you the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai just by reading words. All right, it does something to you, moves you. It's crazy. All right, and to know that we actually have the understanding of the scriptures and the rest of the world doesn't, that's a special feeling, man. You cherish that. And that's why we do what we do. Because what greater work can you do than to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? Look at the tools he's given us. I mean, some brothers, we got it good, man. Physically, you have no ailments. You got brothers that go through shit. You know what I'm saying? Like physical shit, mental shit, emotional shit, spiritual shit, family shit. Like this world, man, you really feel like you in hell every day, man. Finances all messed up. No matter how hard you work, no matter how many jobs you do, no matter how many hours you put in, you feel like you're always behind the 8 ball. It makes you hate this place. You go around, you step outside, and people just doing the most weirdest shit. Makes you wonder, like, what's going on? Like, are we the only people that see something wrong with this shit? Like, I don't see what's going on there. Well, I don't see what's going on over there. We're the only sound-minded people on the earth. And the world is noticing that. Esau, Edom is noticing that. That's why he's gonna demonize us, because he sees that the upright ones, all right, are rising up, the sons of Israel, Yasharallah, okay, the elect were waking up. So he's like, nah, fuck that. Y'all not about to put a damper in my plans. I'll do whatever I can to stop that. All right, but what do we say to that? That your efforts are futile. Okay, according to prophecy, when you start making your move, that's when you get a rude awakening. Okay, you much rather just leave us alone, but nah, that's not how the program is set up. All right, it's set up for Yahweh Bashim Yahshua's name to be glorified. Okay, so let's get that real quick. All right, now I think I'm gonna just wrap it up from there. All right, let me get this real quick in Isaiah, and that's what we're preparing to receive. That spiritual power. Okay, if we're preparing to see, all right, Esau, all right, at his peak of wickedness by trying to destroy the sanctuary, the spiritual sanctuary of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua by putting his hand on the elect. All right, what do you think the Lord is going to do? Okay, if the Lord said he's going to fight for us, he's going to be here for us, then let me get that. I think there's a, let me see if I can get that real quick. I believe the book of Jeremiah. All right, because we have a mandate, we have a job to do, but also remember that we've been hired by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, and we're gonna get paid heavily. Okay, but because we've been called by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we have special protection. Okay, we have special protection. Jeremiah chapter 1. All right, in verse 19 it says, "And they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee. For I am with thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, to deliver thee." Okay, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 19. So, you know, we have a job to do. We know that. But we also know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is also what? Protecting us, right? While we do this dangerous job. All right, high class, high level job. Okay, only the upper echelon can really do this job. You know when they have the mission for the SEAL, the Navy SEALs and all that, you know, they got their special elite force. Yeah, the 144,000 is the special elite force of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, and very soon you're gonna see that. You're gonna see it in action. Like people are gonna see like, oh shit, like yo, yeah, special elite force for real. All right, it's coming. Okay, because justice is going to be served. The true judges of the earth are going to reign. Okay, they're gonna reign. All right. And it's going to start with this. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, and verse 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, from the west." And where are we? Are we not in the west? We're in the western hemisphere, right? So the fear of the Lord is going to come from who? From what? Okay, because right now, there's a fear, which is what? These elites are trembling because of the word. But soon the people are going to start trembling because of the works, the things that they're going to see, the physical manifestation of the gods, the sons of God. Okay, they're going to start seeing that power like, oh shit, you are indeed the sons of God. Literally, like they're going to see, oh shit, you guys are the sons of God. Okay, so the world is about to witness that. Okay, and that's going to strike fear in the hearts of not just the people in America, but the whole entire world. This is something that's never been seen before. What is going on? A whole bunch of men just becoming mutants. Like, they're just turning like, oh shit, what the fuck? That's about to happen. All right, as a countermeasure for the, oh shit, this is the technology they got from Esau. Niggas is bringing robot dogs, super soldiers, all kinds of cheat code shit. Like, nigga, you cheating, bro. Like, come on, bro. You don't think the Lord is going to give us a backup plan for that? Here it is. You got overkill. He in overkill mode. And here it is, we just out here regular men. And he got all this technology. Like, you cheating, bro. That's not even a fair game. It's not even a fair fight. You see? So the Lord is like, so that's what you want to do, huh? Okay, I got you a sign. You know, he's not just going to give you the knowledge to build up all these technologies and then he's not going to give us nothing. Right? So it says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun," meaning the east. Okay, because ultimately that's where Yahushua is going to come back from. All right, he's coming from the east. Okay, he's coming from the east. All right, and that's going to be a glorifying thing. Because when he comes back, he is the glory of Yahweh. Okay, so it says, "From the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him." And that standard is going into what? Spiritual power. Okay, being able to appear, disappear. all right, fight off thousands, hundreds of thousands of super soldiers, all right, that are, that have been trained. They've gone through MK Ultra. They've gone through a whole lot of shit, all right, and they undertake missions that a mere mortal cannot even undertake, right? These are the kind of things that these devils are about to, release on this earth, all right? And the sons of God, starting with the 144,000 elect, all right, we're gonna execute judgment according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, pertaining to biblical prophecy. Okay, and they know this. That's why they're preparing. Okay, they're preparing their demonization campaign, but this time it's not going to work because the whole world is seeing what's going on, and we are the only ones who are standing up against that wickedness. So guess what? They're going to back us up. The world is going to back us up. Okay, the world is going to watch what's going on, and of course, this is all Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is doing. Okay, most of the world are going to be deceived, but at the end, guess what? The Lord is going to raise up His elect. Yahushua said what? If it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect, but it's not possible. Okay, and this is why we got to keep on going. Okay, we got to be practical with what we're reading, what we're studying. All right, that's the only way we're going to make it out. Okay, be practical because these words are serious. If it weren't, the Lord wouldn't have them written down. Okay, every single word is extremely important. All right, the scriptures are intricately woven together. All right, now you have to be able to, understand it as it's written, as it's constructed. Okay, that's why these Christians or a lot of these people don't understand the scriptures because they don't understand it from the writer's perspective. The one who put the words together or ordained it to be written, he has a message. That's why he said, "This is what I want to be said." So when you're reading it, you have to read it from the writer's perspective, not your perspective on this. No, you got to go back and go into the historical context. What was happening during this time? What caused the Lord to say this? Who is He talking to? Why is He talking to them this way? What happens after this? You got to go into all that, and we've done that. Okay, with the directions of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rakakodash. Okay, for us to be able to know and use discernment. All right, discernment. Okay, discernment, which is something only a spiritual man can do. Okay, so yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it off there. I was just coming out for a little walk, and I decided, through the Spirit, something I was meditating on. I wanted to share with brothers. Lord willing, it was edifying. And if it is, I might continue doing this. Just coming out, going to different parks, just walking out, just enjoying, the outside nature for whatever's left, because this devil, even as beautiful as this thing is, this devil has pretty much tainted it all. And to think that our kingdom is going to be even greater than this, man, that's something to fight for, man, something to live for. All right, so keep on going, keep on pushing. All right, we're almost out of here. All right, day by day, man, keep on plucking at this thing. All right, because we're doing major damage. Every single video that goes up, all right, Lord willing, the elect is woken up. That's major damage being done. All right, and Lord willing is all pleasing, all right, to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it off there. Once again, Lord willing, you've been edified. All right, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash. The Wadi Ha Bashim Yahushai. Until next time, Shalom.